Students, welcome to the online classes. Today we will continue with our chapter 13, that is inverse and direct proportions. Okay, so students, our today's topic is about inverse proportion. What is inverse proportion, students? See, in this two of the things will be given to you, right? If one thing is increases and other thing decreases, okay, and the vice versa, means if the one thing is decreasing but the other is increasing, then this is the case of inverse proportion. How? See, in this x is x 2 3 6 like this, means here the x is increasing, and here y is 6 4 2, means this is decreasing. So this shows that there is inverse proportion. As the one thing is increasing here, if you will see, the other thing is decreasing. Okay, so students, what kind of things have inverse proportion with them? Suppose you have to cover a certain distance. Okay, if your speed will be higher, then it will take lower time to cover that distance, right? But if the speed is less, so it will take more time for you to cover that distance, right? It means between speed and time there is the inverse proportion. Okay, now how to solve this? Here I am supposing them as x1, x2, x3 and so on, and here these are y1, y2, y3 and so on. So here when we will multiply x1, y1, so its answer will be equals to x2 multiply y2, x3 multiply y3, right? In direct proportion their division was equal, right? But here their multiplication is equal. x1 multiply y1 is equals to x2 multiply y2 equals x3 multiply y3. Okay, now here the question is, a factory requires 42 machines to produce a given number of articles in 63 days. How many machines would be required to produce the same number of articles in 54 days? Now students, as I told you in this example, that distance was same. Okay, certain distance means that distance was fixed. In this question, what is fixed? Number of articles are fixed, right? That these are the number of articles that the factory needs to make. If by using 42 machines and in 63 days they are making certain number of articles, so how many machines will be required to produce the same number of articles in 54 days? So students, as we know, if in 63 days 42 machines are required, and so, if the same number of articles are to be produced in 54 days, it means the days are less. Here the days are decreasing, it means we need to increase the machines, right? So number of machines will be increasing. So number of machines, if number of machines are 42, then how many days? 63 days. So I have written here 63. If number of machines, here let the number of machines required in 54 days be x. So if the number of machines are x, then number of days here are 54 days. Means in 54 days we have to find out the number of machines required. Okay, so here let the machines required be x. So as I told you here, what will be the relation? x1 into y1 will be equals to x2 into y2. So here we are considering this as x1, this as x2. Here we will consider this as y1 and this as y2. So as I told you, x1 multiply y1 will be equals to x2 multiply y2. So here this is x1, this is y1, means 42 multiply 63. So we will write here 42 multiply 63 will be equals to what? x2 multiply y2, means x multiply 54. So we will write here x multiply 54. Now students, as we have to find out the value of x, what we will do here, 54 is in multiplication, so we will take it to that side so that it can be in division. So 42 multiply 63 is equals to x, but we are taking this 54 to that side in the division. So we will write here 54. Now here 63 and 54 both are divisible by 9. So we will divide 9 sevens is 63 and 9 sixes is 54. Here 6 ones is 6 and 6 sevens will be 42. 6 sevens will be 42. Now the denominator is 1. What is the numerator? 7 and 7. 7 sevens is 49. So we are getting the value of x as 49. And what was x? X were the number of machines required in 54 days. So how many machines are required? 49 machines. So we will write here 49 machines are required. 49 machines are required. Okay. So here students, the answer will be 49. Now students, you can observe when the number of days were decreasing, the number of machines increase, right? Because it was showing the inverse proportion. Now the next question here is, if a box of sweets is divided among 24 children, they will get 5 sweets each. How many would each get if the number of the children is reduced by 4? Students, what does this mean? Suppose there is a box of sweets, okay, means the number of sweets will remain same. As in this, the distance was same. In this, the number of articles were same. In this, number of sweets in the box will remain same, right? So, what is constant here means what is not changing, number of sweets, okay. If you will divide them in 20 students, 24 students, 28 students, whatever the number of students are, you have to divide those given number of sweets only, okay. So here the number of sweets are fixed, as we can say, okay. Now if the number of sweets are divided among 24 children, and so how many each of the children is getting? Each child is getting 5 sweets. So here we will write number of children are 24. So number of sweets, we can write here number of sweet each children will get. Each children get. So how many sweets each children is getting? 5 sweets. Now if the children is reduced by 4, what does this mean, students? Suppose as it is given that number of students are 24. Now if 4 are decreased means 24 minus 4. So what will be the answer? 20 will be the answer. Means now if the number of students become 20. So how many sweets does each of the child will get? Students, it's obvious that if the number of children will get, each student will get less sweet. If the number of children are less now, then they will get more sweets, right? Now what we will do, let the number of sweets each children will get be x. So here we are letting it x. Now 24 multiply 5 we have to do 24 multiply 5 will be equals to 20 multiply x. As this is inverse proportion, 24 multiply 5 will be equals to 20 multiply x. Now 24 multiply 5 is equals to 20 here, and now this x will be here, this 20 is in multiplication, so on that side it will be dividing, so we will take it to the division. So that's how we will solve this. Now 4 5s is 20 and 4 6s is 24. Now by this 5 can be cancelled out, so what is remaining here? Only 6. So x comes out to be 6. So what was x here? X was the number of sweets each children will get if the number of children are 20. So we will write here that number of sweets equals to 6. Right, number of sweets will be 6. So students, by this your chapter is over. Hope to see in the next video, students. Till then, take care. Bye bye.